Welcome to another edition of Your Perspective. I'm your host, Pete Rhodes, here at Greater Friendship Missionary Baptist Church for a conversation today on the decriminalization of the African American community. This issue will be around smoking and menthol removal from cigarettes and whether or not it will cause additional criminal opportunities in the urban communities. It's all happening right here, right now, on Your Perspective.
The black community has been targeted from many different perspectives. Tobacco is a public health issue.
To those of you who are here against cigarette smoking, which I, of course, am against it, that might be another thing that we need to add to the discussion, and that is, how is it that Minnesota can get in excess of over probably $1 billion in the lawsuit, and hardly any of that money is spent with black organizations?
Thank you for being here on another edition of Your Perspective with the Reverend Al Sharpton, the President and CEO of the National Action Network. Reverend Sharpton, you're here today at Greater Friendship as we talk about the decriminalization and various cause and effect issues, and particularly on this one, on menthols and smoking. How important do you think these type of gatherings are to begin the swell that is needed to move change along?
I think it's very important. Now with the Trump administration coming in, with someone like Sessions becoming Attorney General, we've got to be very concerned about all criminalization. There's nothing more important than that. And people could say that, well, there are other things to deal with, but I tried to fight the crime bill in '94. And look at all, we lost almost a generation of young black men. So we're trying to see in key different parts of the country, where is this going? And the best way to do it is for me to be on the ground and hear people. And I learned a lot today, and I hope other people learn. But you don't stop a problem when it becomes a big problem. You try to stop it before it's big. And now with a new administration, it could blow up overnight because they can use any area of criminalization to put all of us at risk.
And lastly, what would your advice be to those who would be viewing this program, getting a chance to see the feedback back and forth in our communities? What would you give them in terms of your perspective on what should be done as we move forward in this whole new era, the Trump era? I
think we've got to put our pressure on our elected officials to block the legislation in Washington. If they could block much of what President Obama tried to do, then why can't they block what President Trump is trying to do? We've got to put the pressure on. We had a big civil rights march on the 14th, then the women had a huge march. We've got to keep that going, but that's at a big level. It's got to be in each local district, in each local county, and a lot of us have got to come in like I came into Greater Friendship today and get down on the ground and work with people and tell people why we're there. You know they're going to say, why are you here? Right. And if you don't come, they're going to say, why don't you come? Exactly. Today we're here and we're going to keep coming.
Well, we thank you for coming and being a part of this conversation. Hope that you continue to be a part, as I know you will, of the conversation as we move forward. Thank you so very much, Reverend Al Sharpton.
To continue to be a part of it, I intend to, in terms of this platform, to help expand your platform so we can keep communicating. We'll be in touch.
Thank you for joining us again for a special edition of Your Perspective here at Greater Friendship Missionary Baptist Church. Stay tuned for more exciting and interesting issues that are important to the community here on Your Perspective. I'm your host, Pete Rhodes. I'm out.